Hey, what's up YouTube? It's a Blue Golf Ball here today with another Pokemon TCG Online video, and today I have for you guys a Tyrantrum deck, but it's a little bit different from the typical Tyrantrum decks. In the past, we had things like Fossil Researcher to kind of get Tyrantrum going, but I'm going to be playing Tyrantrum without it. We're going to be using Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. So, anyways, Tyrantrum here is a 150 HP Stage 1 Pokemon, but technically it's kind of a Stage 2 if you're going to be using, Fossil Researcher and trying to get Tyrant out and stuff like that. But it's got the attack Chew Up if your opponent's active Pokemon has any special energy attached to it. This does 90 more damage, so wow, it can do 150 for 3 energy. Otherwise, it can do Giga Impact. This Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. So most likely we're just going to focus on Chew Up. So a lot of Pokemon these days have special energies, but if we do need to use Giga Impact, it's going to be typically for a last resort kind of thing, so we're not going to work around it with switching and whatnot. And the way we're going to get the Tyrantrum out is going to be with Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick, as mentioned before. You can play this card when it is the last card in your hand. You put a fighting Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench, and then you can draw 5 cards. And that works out very well with Tyrantrum. We're going to be playing 3 of these just so we can have it consistently. Maybe we can have multiple of them out. That'd be pretty cool. Otherwise, we have Hawlucha, 2 of these. Shining Spirit, it's not affected by weakness or resistance, and it's got the attack Flying Press, being able to tackle or take on some Pokemon EX for 60 damage. We have Landorus here with Shout Out Power, being able to get some energy from the discard pile onto our bench Pokemon, so that's always really handy. And we have one Terrakion. Wow, this card is all the way back from like 2011. It's been 4 years, and it's still in the format. And that's pretty impressive. It's got the attack Retaliate. If there's if any of your Pokemon were knocked out by a damage from an opponent's attack in his or her last turn, this attack does 60 more damage. Being hit for 90 for only 2 energy is still pretty solid even to today. And as I mentioned already, there's the Tyrantrum. And then we have one Jirachi. Being able to get hidden, Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick could be very useful for us, very handy. That's it for the Pokemon. Let's take a look at the item cards. We got 4 Acro Bikes. Being able to look at the top 2 cards and discard one of them. Yeah, it could be pretty useful as well. You never know if we can use it to top deck something and then kind of make our hand size a little bit less. We have Battle Compressor. Search your deck and you can just discard 3 cards. We're going to use this to discard some energies as well as Tyrantrum and as well as maybe even Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick to use via Secret to get him back. We have Computer Search, one of these, 3 Scoop Ups. So Scoop Ups is one of those things where we can just play it just to play and burn cards in our hand, and it can be very handy to try to quote unquote heal some of our Pokemon. Since our Pokemon is fairly energy efficient outside of Tyrantrum, it's really useful to just kind of scoop things up if needed. We have 2 switches here. We have Ultra Ball, 3 of these. We got VS Seeker. Let's see, VS Seeker, I don't know how many of these do we have. We got 4 VS Seekers, that's right, and 4 Lysanders. Sorry for that pause right there. Someone was going to ask me a question, but I'm doing a video right here, so, we got the Lysander's Trump card, we got the Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick, 1 N, and 4 Junipers. We have the 3 Fighting Stadium, and 1 Floatstone, 2 Muscle Bands, and 2 Silver Bangles. We have 4 DCEs, 4 energies, and 4 strong energies. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see if we can pull off the Tyrantrum deck using Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. But alright, here we go. Let's take a look at what we can do with the Tyrantrum deck on Pokemon TCG Online. Okay, looks like we're playing against John Rambo 220, and we get to go first. That is absolutely wonderful. Ooh, we're going to see some kind of Team Plasma deck with Verbank City Gym. We start off with a Jirachi, so that's not too good. A good thing. Let's see, we got a couple things going for us. Let's take a look here. Well, we can go with this. I'm going to play this here so we can retreat. I'm going to go with the Battle Compressor, I think. One thing I want to do is get rid of this Tyrantrum. So let's go with that. We'll go with the Battle Compressor. Let's get the other Tyrantrums out, and I'll even get another energy into the discard pile, as well as maybe something like the Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. We should have another one that we can draw into. So one in the discard pile, one in our deck is always really good, a really good scenario. Unless one is prized, there it is, it's right there. So we'll do that. I'm gonna go ahead and let's take a look at what we can do. Yeah, this is a bit of a shame, but all right, we will go. Let's get the Landorus going here. We even get a scoop up that we can get, but let's get the Landorus, and I'll go with the Juniper. We also get the Jirachi, and let's go with the super scoop up, or scoop up. We'll get the Jirachi out here. I'm gonna go with the Hawlucha, and it looks like we're doing pretty good right now. Okay, so I'm gonna end the turn here. Definitely can play Ultra Ball. Definitely can do a couple different things. We can always get the Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick if needed. We can get the Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick from the Jirachi in the deck. We could do that as well. We got 2 Tyrantrums in there. We can use something like I don't know, maybe even a Lysander's Trump card. I don't know. But that's not necessary. We already have a couple of Tyrantrums in the discard pile that we don't want to disrupt that. Anyways, we see my opponent play the Virizion EX with an energy drop there. What I'm going to do is probably just, oh my goodness, we see a Hypnotoxic Laser, and that's not fun. All right, so maybe what I can do is just play the energy drop. I don't know. Oh wow, we even see a Muscle Band. We see an N. That's fine with me. Oh wow, we get a variety of really cool stuff right here. We get a Via Seeker, we get a whole bunch of toys to work with, and I think we will get the Maxi Hidden Ball Trick going right now. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be, we have one more Via Seeker in the deck, 2 in our hand, 1 in discard pile. In the next turn, I'm assuming my opponent will probably go for the Emerald Slash, taking out the Hawlucha, but I'm okay with that. We have another Hawlucha in the deck, so don't mind getting that at all. We see the Genesect out here. My opponent won't be able to pull off the turn 2 Emerald Slash, I don't think. Maybe my opponent will, but we'll have to wait and see. The Hawlucha stays asleep. How devastating is that? So, all right. This is where the money is, folks. What I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and we only need 1 Via Seeker to get... so, let's go ahead. I'm going to go for the Hawlucha, get another Hawlucha going there. And... all right. Maybe we can go. Yeah, let's go with the Hawlucha. And okay, so here's gonna be the plan. Let's go. We'll get the Hawlucha here, and I'm gonna go. It's a bit of a shame, but we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta discard these, and let's just get the Terrakion going as well. And then we'll go with the Via Seeker, get the Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick, get the Tyrantrum going. Look at that, bada bing, bada boom, and wow, we can get another Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick after this right here. Oh my goodness, I'm looking forward to that. Let's go ahead, we'll power up the Tyrantrum here. And next turn I can just go with the energy drop on the Hawlucha. But yeah, I think let's go with a Floatstone onto the Terrakion. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to end the turn. In the next turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Ultra Ball discard for nothing. So this Hawlucha will get knocked out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another Tyrantrum going. Oh, that's silly, but you know, we might as well, right? So wow, if we get a Muscle Band, we can actually Giga Impact and knock out basically any of these guys here. So here's the plan. Hawlucha will get knocked out. I'm gonna go ahead and we will promote this little Hawlucha here. I'm gonna discard the energy and something else. So let's go ahead. Ooh, we get a Lysander. I'm gonna end up discarding these guys. So let's do that. We'll not grab anything. We'll play the Hawlucha, and let's go for the Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. And look at that. See how consistent this is? That's 2 Tyrantrums already. And we'll counter the Stadium. And let's go with an Acro Bike. And, okay. I'm going to go with the Battle Compressor. Let's go with the Acrobite again. We see a DCE. I guess we'll hang on to that. And we'll power this guy up. So right now we should be able to attack. And we are weak to the grass. So that's a little disappointing. I'm going to go ahead and discard. Let's get rid of some of these. Let's get rid of this Landorus. I just want to thin out my deck. And I'm going to thin out the deck a little bit more. And so let's take a look at what we can discard. Let's get rid of the Stadium. And what I want to do is use the Lysander's trump card at some point. Let's get rid of the battle compressor, and let's get rid of a acro bike. Okay, there we go. So our deck is pretty thin, and we'll retreat into here. My opponent won't be able to knock us out, and I'm really banking on using... Oh man, this is not good. Our Landorus is weak against grass. Everything here is weak against grass, except for the Landorus. We see an energy drop there. My opponent can definitely go for another Emerald Slash. Right now, I'm just playing for fun. I'm not even playing really competitively at this point, but we'll have to wait and see. If I can get another energy drop, that would be fantastic. We see a Skyla that could be going for an enhanced hammer. Oh man, that would be pretty devastating. Oh, never mind. That's going for the G booster, and you know, my opponent won't really need the G booster. We get hit for 100, and oh boy, we will survive the turn. But if we can get, let's go with the muscle band here. Let's go for the Juniper. We have a Lysander's trump card. And let's go with the super scoop up. Oh, we didn't get it, but we do get this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and let's play this here. I'm going to go for the switch, and let's go with the flying press, taking out the Verizian EX. In the next turn, we should be able to play the DCE onto this Tyrantrum. We will get knocked out. My opponent will probably just go for a red signal, taking out 2 prizes right here. And here is a G booster. What the? Wow. Okay. All right, looks like we are just feeding our Pokemon to the fodder here, and the Hulucha will get knocked out. It's a shame that my opponent doesn't have any plasma energies on here. Otherwise, I would have gone with the strong energy on the Tyrantrum and then playing the DCE and doing a chew up, but that didn't happen. So looks like my opponent will just be going for the Megalo Cannon. My opponent even goes for an N. We have 4 cards left. I'm going to go ahead and play the energy on. And there it is. There's 100, and that's 20 right there. There goes the Tyrantrum. And I'm going to go ahead and probably just promote the, I don't know, maybe just the Landorus. So let's take a look here. I'm going to go for the super scoop up, and yes, we were able to do that. Let's go with the Lysander's trump card, and there we go. In the next turn, I should be able to go for maybe something like an N and ending my opponent, but I might just go for a Juniper. You never know. I don't really want to play the Jirachi anymore. That can become the 2-hit prize right there. So we got to wait and see. We missed an energy drop right there. But I should be able to take out this Genesect in one shot. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have any more energies to go and doesn't top deck anything else. Oh, wow. We see my opponent here will go for a G booster, I would imagine. And that is pretty intense. A G booster, wow, 200 damage, taking out the poor little Landorus. And we get another Landorus here. And I'm going to go for the Juniper. And let's go ahead. We'll play this right here. And, I mean, you know what? We're kind of out of options here. I'm going to go ahead. We'll just play the Acro Bike, and I'm going to hang on to this energy. Let's discard that. I'm going to go for the Battle Compressor, thin out the deck a little bit. A couple things here we don't need to see anymore. I don't need another Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. Get rid of one of those. Let's go ahead. We can get rid of the Battle Compressor. Don't really need to see that. We can have a Silver Bangle. Don't mind having that at all. But at this point, I can get rid of that as well. I think this is pretty solid. This is in these Pokemon that I still want to see. But you know what? Let's keep the. Let's go with that. Let's go, and we'll get rid of. You know what? Let's just get rid of the Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. And there we go. Don't want to draw into that. And I'm just gonna play this for fun. And nope, no funsies there. We will end the turn. My opponent, if my opponent wants to take out, well, my opponent can. Oh darn! I should have retreated into the Landorus. What was I thinking? My opponent can actually knock him out in one hit. But we will take out the Genesect in one hit here. So hopefully we'll make our comeback. We didn't see the plasma energy, so I'll cross my fingers. And there it is, 200. That's going to be probably 20 to the Tyrantrum. Definitely should have played the Landorus here. But anyways, we'll take out this Genesect here. Let's even go with this. And here we go. We'll go with the wait a second. Well, if we do a chew up, that does 60, 1, 2, 3, another 60, 80. Nope, not enough. Okay, Giga Impact it is, and 230 damage. Wow, that's ridiculous. if we can get a switch, that would be pretty cool. If we can top deck a switch, I would gladly appreciate that. So my opponent right now will take a couple turns to really pull something off. But we were able to take out a ton of energy here with us. That's 6 energies in the discard pile, including a Chi booster. But all right, chew up. We have to do a couple of different things here to try to pull off. Oh my goodness, we see a Hypnotoxic Laser, and that's not good. We see another Hypnotoxic Laser, and it flips heads. And my opponent right now is slowly biding his time to power up the Genesect here. If only we had something like a Keldeo to rush in and retreat, that would be hilarious, but we don't have that, and so we don't really plan to use Giga Impact too much. And we see teammates. Oh boy. Please use teammates for a plasma energy to bring out this Landorus. That would be spectacular. My opponent might be going for something like an energy switch. That could be possible. We could see something like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. So, okay, well, we do end up waking up, and it's a shame we don't get to attack right now. So, what's going to happen here is I might just end up retreating, and yeah, I think we're just going to retreat. I'm going to discard these, and you know what? I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to undo that. I don't know. I'm going to take my chances, and you know, if the Virizion gets a energy drop and energy switch, then that's going to be game. But never mind. We see another Hypnotoxic Laser that flipped for tails, and we see an escape rope. I'm going to go with the Landorus here so we can get the retreat. We could see some. Well, we see the energy drop here, so I don't know. This might be game. We should be able to take out the Genesect, and it's going to be GG John Rambo 220. I'm not sure what else is up my opponent's sleeve, but we'll have to wait and see. And all right, I mean, we're doing pretty good. We got 30 cards in the deck. My opponent's got 35. He's got 1 prize left. We got 2. My opponent has. It's anyone's game right now, and it is GG. Let's go ahead. We'll just retreat, and here we go. Giga Impact, hitting for 230 damage. Tyrantrum saves the day. Tyrantrum for the win. And all right, well, that's it for the showcase on the Tyrantrum deck. And I know you guys wanted to see this deck, so there you go, Tyrantrum with Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and give the video a thumbs up if you appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you guys have deck ideas, shoot them my way, especially for Roaring Skies. If you guys have some Roaring Skies ideas, let me know, and I'll see to it if I can build them. But yeah, you guys take care. Have a wonderful day. See you later. Goodbye.